In a recent statement, Trump attorney Alina Habba made comments that have sparked considerable debate. Habba revealed that one of the primary focuses of her legal work involves combating human trafficking, extortion, and labor abuses, specifically those involving the smuggling of minors and women across the US border. She claimed that individuals involved in these activities face severe consequences, and the situations she has been briefed on are so disturbing that Americans would demand the removal of such individuals from the country if they knew the full extent of the details. While Habba's condemnation of human trafficking and extortion appears firm, the irony was not lost on many observers. This is the same attorney who works for an administration that, just weeks ago, advocated for the release of Andrew Tate, an individual charged with both rape and human trafficking in Romania. Tate, notably, is an outspoken Trump supporter. Habba's strong stance on trafficking seems to only apply when the accused is not an ally of her political boss. In an exchange that seemed to blur the lines between personal and professional support, Habba described herself as a fan of Andrew Tate, underscoring the relationship between her political views and her legal advocacy. The fact that she works for an administration that has been seen helping an accused human trafficker, who aligns with their political ideology, has raised questions about the sincerity of her comments. It's not just Habba's words that have drawn attention. Senator J.D. Vance also chimed in on social media, emphasizing that violent criminals and rapists were being protected by Democrats, while President Trump worked to deport them. However, critics have questioned the fairness of deportations without due process, especially when individuals are labeled as gang members with little evidence. Vance and others argue that the accused should at least be given their day in court before being removed from the country. The criticism is not just limited to political opponents. Many, including legal experts like former federal prosecutor Glenn Kirshner, caution against rushing to deport individuals without following due process. Kirshner argues that labeling people as gang members based solely on accusations, without proper hearings or evidence, undermines the rule of law. He stresses that even if these individuals are indeed criminals, the process of deportation must be carried out according to legal procedures, with a fair hearing and appropriate evidence. This concern about due process is echoed by major news outlets like the New York Post, which recently published a headline stating that even deporting individuals accused of being gang members must adhere to legal principles. The importance of due process and the need to ensure that the law is followed for everyone, regardless of their background or nationality, is a stance that many legal experts and critics, including conservatives, have supported. They argue that violating these principles in the name of expediency sets a dangerous precedent. Fox News' Jessica Tarlow tried to explain the importance of due process, especially when dealing with individuals who may be falsely accused. She stressed that even those who claim asylum and are accused of being gang members should be allowed a day in court to present their case. The idea that a simple accusation should be enough to strip someone of their rights is concerning to many, regardless of their political affiliations. In conclusion, while there is widespread agreement that dangerous individuals, including gang members, should be removed from the country, the process must be fair and just. The rule of law should not be sacrificed for political expediency. Critics of the Trump administration's approach warn that if we allow legal protections to be bypassed now, it could set a dangerous precedent for future decisions. This is a sentiment shared by those on both sides of the political spectrum, including conservative voices who champion the importance of law and order. Ultimately, adhering to the law ensures that justice is served for everyone, regardless of their background or political connections.